Disney's Hollywood Studios. Here with Vivian. Vivian, hi. We have our cast preview for the Skyliner, but it's not until 8:30, so we decided to take advantage of the beautiful, lawless land that is known as Disney's Hollywood Studios. And before we ride the Skyliner, I just wanted to see if my hair could withstand some of the kind of powerful rides. We went on Toy Story Mania, and now we're gonna go on Slinky Dog Dash, and this is gonna be fun. So it's about a 35-minute wait for Slinky Dog, and now we're gonna test our limits. Vivian's gonna conquer her fear. All is well. Okay, we just got off Slinky Dog, and it passed. My wig was not snatched by Mr. Slinky Dog, so all is well. This is great. We're walking out of Hollywood Studios because our Skyliner preview is at 8:30, and it is 8:34, so we're making our way downtown. So slight change of plans. The one that is here at the studios, you can see it in the background, it's not running for some mysterious reason. So now we have to go to the Caribbean Beach Resort to ride it. And honestly, like, I'm still intrigued, but also like, I'm more intrigued as to why this particular line isn't running. Do you want to? I'm a little sweaty, but we finally made it to the Skyliner, to the Disney Skyliner. I think Vivian and I are just like really miserable right now.
Definitely a harrowing past experience, family.
Yay! So I have a little bit of a story for you. And I have to say this before I continue any further. I am in no way a representative of the Walt Disney Company. I am not a representative of the Walt Disney Company. But I wanted to share my personal story and my personal review of the newest addition to our modes of transportation here at Walt Disney World Resort. Essentially, the Disney Skyliner are enclosed ski lifts. Now, they're called gondolas, and each gondola is a different color, and some come wrapped in different kind of Disney themes. So our cast preview was on Thursday, September 26th. I remember because it was right before we had a 3-day weekend, and that's why my friend Vivian and I decided to sign up. So our cast preview was supposed to start at 8:30 p.m. and we head there, and it's not moving. And we're like, oh, this is where we go to check in, right? And a cast member states, oh, you have to head that direction. There's gonna be some buses there that will take you over to Epcot or Coronado Springs. Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios are attached by Boardwalk Resort. So we decided to walk. So we walked 20 minutes, saw a frog, didn't freak out as much as I thought I would. We get to Epcot and we are ushered into the Skyliner. And these gondolas are amazing, they're beautiful, and we go forth, and you have to move into them when it's still moving. And we go in there, so there were 8 of us total, myself and Vivian included, of course. And when we hopped on, it was one of the gondolas that was just colored and it didn't have any wrap. So you were able to see everything around you if it were daytime. But like I said, this was around 8:30. Actually, this was closer to 9 o'clock when we finally boarded the gondola. And when you board the gondola, of course, it shoots you straight up into the sky. So it goes really, really fast. And the whole time it was going really fast. It was terrifying, but I'm not scared of heights. I was very excited for this cast preview. I was very excited for this experience. But then it stopped. We were stopped mid-air, pitch black darkness over a lake. Florida is very well known for its large bodies of water, as well as snakes and alligators hiding in said bodies of water. So we were stuck and we didn't know what was going on because there's supposed to be a narrator telling you different facts about where you're going, as well as just talking to you. 2 seconds after we stop, we hear a very crackly intercom. We apologize for the inconvenience. Your Skyliner will be moving soon. Okay, so we're stopped for probably 5 minutes. Then we move slowly, like we're inching and inching, and then we stop. And this time, we're over like a really large lake. Because we had gone over like the fire department, and we were going right over a parking lot, and we went over a busy intersection, and we were stopped for like 20 minutes at this point. And then there's one woman who is very scared of heights. And the way that the seating works in the gondolas, there are benches. She was gripping onto the benches, and I felt really bad for her. But honestly, like I said, I'm not scared of heights. I was terrified. You look out, you only see dark, you only see black. And that's so terrifying when you're thousands of feet in the air gently swaying. And so we're moving slowly. We start coming up a resort, and we're like, oh, finally we can get off. We go down really, really fast in this resort. I thought we were gonna crash into the gondola in front of us. We didn't, luckily. And then we still had to stay because this resort was not where our final destination. So we stay, and we're slowly making our way up, and we shoot back up into the sky, and we stop. And we're stopped again, and when we finally start moving, it's like a slow crawl once more. And like I mentioned before, we weren't really told what was going on. We only heard like 2 or 3 times this really crackly intercom sound of, you know, the announcer saying, we apologize for the inconvenience, we will be moving your gondola shortly, blah, blah, blah. It feels like it's been an hour at this point, and it's really honestly terrifying. Like, I wrote a Facebook post about it that I thought was very poetic and very funny, but at the same time very much encapsulated how I felt. I was trapped in a box, in a metal box. While I know that Disney's main focus is safety begins with me, and safety of cast members as well as guests is the #1 priority, and I know nothing would ever happen to me here at Disney, it was still very scary. I had never had an experience like it, and I was terrified. Eventually, we made it to the final destination. We went to the resort that it was supposed to drop us off, and then there are some buses that were taking us back to Disney's Hollywood Studios, which worked out because that's where we parked. I hated it. I instantly hated it. Who wouldn't hate it if you were stuck mid-air with not knowing what's going on, being so scared for your life? Like, legitimately, I was so terrified. And without a doubt, everyone around me was also terrified. And I was like, I'm never gonna ride it again. Skyliner round 2. It's just 3 hours of me screaming. Oh my gosh. This is Noena Zerna. It's windy. Was this a mistake?
Welcome aboard the Disney.
There's an aerator this time. There wasn't an aerator last time. Hello, anyone that is watching. I don't think anyone's watching, but that's okay. I'm on the Skyliner again. You definitely can't hear the fear in my voice, but it's fine. It's fine. Here with Vivian. Hello, people. We have our own cabin. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so windy. It's so windy. Like, it's so windy and we're so high up.
Libby's the #1 fan.
Wait, how do I flip this camera? How do I flip it?
Oh, look, you can see Galaxy's Edge from here.
Do you see the Star Wars land?
Take me,
How do I,
what is
oh, there we go, I flip it. Alligators.
Okay.
So for anyone who's gonna be watching this later, this is what a Skyliner is like. You know, I'm not afraid of heights,
We will be arriving
but this is
at
windy.
Disney Caribbean Beach Resort shortly.
Okay, let me
All
see.
passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
That sounded copyrighted.
Oh, we are getting that way.
Yeehaw!
Coming in hot.
Okay. Ah. Goodbye. Oh my god, that was a really bumpy landing. Goodbye. Back at it again. But both times were marvelous experiences. Like, when we went on there, the narrator was working, everything was running smoothly, we were ushered very quickly. The first time when we were heading to the resort, we got a really cute gondola. It was wrapped, it was Coco themed. The second one was more open, and the only downside to the second one was it was raining. The gondola has a ventilation system. It's open to allow air to flow through, which is, the downside is rain goes inside. But it was so much fun. It still had a few bumps, like when we were going down the first time into the resort, we literally crashed into the side, and then it always looks like we're about to crash into the gondola in front of us. What I experienced today is what I experienced in the first place. I would love the gondola. I would love the Disney Skyliner system. And while I think it's a very efficient mode of transportation, I believe that it still has a lot of kinks. And I know it just opened. Part of me feels like it's a bit rushed, but who knows? Who am I to judge? I guess people who make more money than me know what they're doing, right? I digress. But anyways, that was my Disney Skyliner experience, and I loved it. Thank you guys so much for supporting my videos. I really love it. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys give. Don't forget to always like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your boss. Probably, if your boss is chill. As always, have a magical day. Bye!